Everybody, lower the mic down slightly. Will it stay in place? No, it won't. Good morning. Hopefully we're all doing well. It is Wednesday, hump day. Halfway through the week, and Danny finishes work for a full year. So we are going out this evening to celebrate, get some food. So we'll be trading till about 5 p.m. UK time, which is about half 11, 12 lunchtime EST. So yeah, just so you're aware, not that we obviously do too much past then anyway. Let me just turn off my alerts. 1 second. Okay. Okay, let's break it down. So I've got the NQ on here. I've actually deleted all of my drawings. So we'll do this. We will do this together through this breakdown for the week. Pretty, again, fairly straightforward week in all fairness. The trade setup was coming down into the trend lines on the NQ yesterday. I'll break down why I didn't take that trade, but obviously that has been the absolute bread maker from that low, pretty much 300 points up. So if anyone did take the trend line trade yesterday, that has paid pretty handsomely. And I think it did actually trade a traditional, 61 all the way to the negative 100 by the close. So again, I didn't take this, but if anyone did, yeah, I mean, nice trade. 136 points, so nothing too crazy, but at the same time, definitely a great trade. So the reason I didn't take it is obviously break of previous day low, which I'll get into in a second. Just on the 5-minute time frame, we just scroll out. I'm just going to delete. In fact, I'll keep those on for now. Just go to the half an hour time frame, and I will break down where we are so far this week. So the ETH and RTH levels aren't showing for Friday's session because I've put the only show 2 days worth of data, but obviously this is where we came down to on Friday, and that is where that traditional came from, and that did trade, and you completed that target on Monday, and the same anchor new high 38 did trade, and that is pretty much what the support was yesterday at that trend line. So again, the only reason I didn't take that is because this was, if I just bring on my other screen for a second, this was the previous day low break from what was Tuesday. So, sorry, Monday. So I didn't want to take a sweep of those lows, but that trade did pretty much trade and go all the way to targets. But again, I'm not going to take every single trade. They have to make sense on multiple areas, not just one area in terms of a halfway back, or in that case, it was the same anchor new high from Friday. Sorry, the exact low was here. So yes, that was a same anchor new high on a fib level, but I did not take that trade, and I'm happy not taking that trade based on other factors that I broke down yesterday on stream. But if anyone did take it, it worked this time. Whether it works every time is another thing. But anyway, that is where we are going into today. All I would really look for, I don't think we're going to get the same anchor new high. I don't think we're going to get it. If we do, you know where those levels will be. But all I'm probably going to do at this point now is, let me just see where that high to high comes into. So I'll probably draw what would be the high to high, and that lines up with what would be, or what is, the break and retest of last week's highs, and also pretty much this week as well. So that's what I will line up, which is 23,900. It also lines up with the overnight trend line, which again, we know how well that was respected yesterday, and also the historical data of that, which you can't see because I've got it turned off. But again, this is just showing you how well it traded yesterday. So if we come down to that level and we start to one time frame up, then I will look for an entry. And of course, if we can coincide that with some green diamonds, which is pretty much what we want to see. If we go to a 5-minute time frame, as you probably saw in the chat this morning. Let me just put those back on. There we go. If we break those down from, just bring it up for you. Yeah, like these setups down here. This is showing triple diamond setups, and if we go to what was the setup that I was looking at this morning, which is, go back down here again, this is what I want to basically just wait for and just be really strict on myself in terms of waiting for those setups. So just try and get the exact draw here, 1 second. Bear with me a minute. Yeah, so that's one there where you have triple. There we go. Yeah, so down here, these kind of setups here, but that's not the one that I was referring to this morning, but that's just one example where you've got pretty much triple diamond setup. So in short, if we see something like that, just like what we did on Friday, that wasn't a triple diamond, but it was a pretty much double, which is just as good in my opinion. So that's what I'll be waiting for. And again, if you can just take one of those setups a week, you know, they pay very well. So I will just try and find, whilst I'm on, just let me go quiet for a second. I just want to try and find where that one was that I was breaking down this morning. If I can't find it, I'll just do it on stream on Whoop. I think it was here. Yeah, I think it was here. Oh no, that's another one. Yeah, that's another setup, but I'll break it down on stream, but I'll show you what I mean by that when I say triple diamond. And they are just so easy when they trade, but you just have to wait for them to trade. But they are just absolute bread and butter setup. So that's what I have this morning. Pretty much wait for the break and retest of last week's highs, and that is the overnight trend line for today. And it is also the same anchor new high. In fact, the high to high from Friday. So lots of confirmation there. We do have an ATR, 2 times ATR up, which you can see we traded because of the news. So that will be targets taking you up into 24 160s, which lines up with, the ETH ATR high of day. Love it when a plan comes together. Right, guys, I will see you all on YouTube tomorrow, and everyone on Whoop, I will go on there now.